tell us about Bob Marley, One Love.
All right. Story of Bob Marley, One Love. It takes place during the height of a potential civil war going on in Jamaica. Two political parties are at each other's throats. A lot of gunplay, a lot of people dying. And Bob Marley, being from Jamaica and a Rastafarian himself, wants to bring peace to his home country. And he decides that he's going to do a large peace concert, charged for free, and the hope is that it brings the two sides together. Before the concert, though, armed gunmen come into his house, shoots his wife, shoots him and a friend of his, and he survives. And during the concert, he kind of has a panic attack and decides he has to leave the country. Goes to London to record the Exodus album, considered one of the great albums of the 70s. I don't know about that, but that's what the subtitle says. And it's his journey back to recovery and to hopefully maybe one day bring peace to Jamaica. How's that?
So that's the basic story. What are your thoughts? What did you think of the film?
Okay, so I will say this. Bob Marley, One Love reminds me of Belfast, the movie Belfast, because I couldn't understand a damn thing anyone was saying.
Oh no, really? That bad? Like, oh my God.
The accent, the Jamaican accents were so heavy. I'm like, what did they just say? And a lot of the time I'm spending this movie, I'm kind of lost, because there's that point in the concert where he sees the gunman who shot him, and I'm like, is that a vision or something? And and I hear them talking, and I'm like, I can't figure out what they're saying. So I think half of the movie I'm just lost. But aside from that, I mean, I guess the movie was okay. I like the music, a lot of Bob Marley music. The people in my theater, the white people in my theater, were singing along with the movie. So I guess there's that. I think I applaud the movie for its message of peace, especially nowadays. I think this movie has something to say about the political divide that's going on, if you can understand what's being said. The other thing about the movie that just didn't work for me was the fact that Bob Marley, as portrayed in the movie, is a very low energy character. He's
it's probably like because he's high all the time.
Yeah. But the thing is that low energy character makes a low energy movie. And even during the most passionate moments of the movie, even during the most violent moments of the movies, it felt very low energy. This movie feels to me more like a film of posterity for Bob Marley, that we need to make a movie so that we remember who Bob Marley was, and his earnest desire to bring peace to the world. And I feel like that's why this movie exists. It's okay, tepid. I don't know. It's hard. It really walks the line of recommendation or not recommend. But I don't know. I just wasn't excited. Wasn't profoundly moved by the end of the movie. But I appreciated what it was trying to do.
Well, first of all, I didn't go see the film. I didn't see it because I heard that you can barely understand with the thick accents. You can barely understand what's happening. Here's what I love about Bob Marley, One Love finally opening in theaters. I don't have to see the trailer before every movie. They push that movie. They have been pushing this movie so hard since last year. And I was just like, oh, all right, I'm going to get some more popcorn. Yeah. Every time the trailer would come on, because it just looks also to me like a movie where I'd rather see a documentary about the real person than this. It's not a biopic. It really it covers like about 2 years of his life when all this turmoil was taking place, right? All this chaoticness. So, and this chaos, it just, I'd rather just see a documentary. Give me a good music doc. and I've also like, I get why people love Bob Marley. I've not been a fan of his music. I'm not a weed guy. I don't smoke marijuana. So, you know, I don't know. Like there's certain things that just, with the exception of like, it's so weird. I say that, but like, I love Cheech and Chong, right? So that kind of weed humor is funny, but just like, I don't know. It just didn't, this movie just didn't appeal to me. Didn't appeal to me. So I didn't see it.
This
But now I don't have to see the trailer anymore.
Yeah, it reminds me of this conversation we had on Wednesday where you said, hey, we need to see this movie so we can talk about it. And then you don't see the movie.
Oh my God, it was so great. I had already planned it out. I was not going to go see it, but I was going to make you go see it. I love it. It's happened to me. There have been weeks where I see like 3 movies you haven't seen. Come on, Alan. You took one for the team. So, all right, what is your, do you recommend Bob Marley One Love or no?
Not in theaters. If you want to learn about Bob Marley, wait till it comes to streaming or video or whatever. It's just you know, the movie, you want to walk away with something great and profound, and I don't think it achieved that in any way. I think it just makes the assumption that we're making a Bob Marley movie, so therefore you should feel profoundly moved by the end of it, and it just, you know, it's making us do the work rather than the filmmaker.
Well, to me, it felt like a streaming movie.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a streaming movie. So, when I was watching it,
you
weren't high enough, Alan. Let's go to your comments right now. Okay. More Maga says Bob was known for a mystical energy. They say he was always the last to bed and the first up. Movie must have got it wrong. Yeah,
I think it tried. You know, it's like if you're just telling the guy's story of the guy's life, and not really focusing on the emotion of it. That's the problem with this movie. It just gave us his story and not really tapped into the emotions of what he was trying to do.